Last time on D&D, starring Eros, the Lightfoot Halfling Rogue, Galena Ernath, the Half-Elf Celestial Warlock, Baldur, the Human Pack-Chain Warlock with the Spear, and Wicked Straza, the Bronze Dragonborn Sorcerer with the Draconic Bloodline, in Servants of the Wizard. So essentially, your backstory is that you wanting to learn more about this magic that is naturally imbued in your body, and you heard of this great wizard who has all kinds of knowledge that most wizards don't even know about. So you're like, he's a perfect guy to help me out. His name is Mordak. You go to him, he puts a rune on the back of your neck and says,
"You're now my slave. Whenever I need you, I call you to my side. You're free to do whatever you want, wander around my great library, do whatever."
So you've basically lived your life. You've learned stuff in this big tower of his, found all this knowledge and all this stuff, and you find out that he's getting a bunch of stuff from this area called the Broken Lands off this new continent. And he has forbidden all of you from going to the Broken Lands for fear that you may find something that could break the spell that is on your neck that basically binds you to him. You each basically studied his magic and found out as long as there's two of you, you can make a circle to pull someone back by concentrating on their unique symbol. So for example, if like Eros, who is Mike, and Galena, which is Jessica's character, are together, they can summon Baldur, or they can summon you just by thinking of you. You're basically using the wizard's magic against him. The way he pulls you to him is how you pull each other back. And this basically allows people to drop in and out easily. So for example, the next time we play You Can't Make It, it just means the wizard pulled you back. And then say in like 2 weeks after that, You Can Make It, they basically make a circle and the party pulls you back. So it's an easy way of people dropping in and out or making different characters. So none of you are happy serving him. Eros, who is Mike's character, had heard of this great wizard and all this stuff he had in his tower and thought, I'm going to sneak in there and steal some and make some money off this. Unfortunately, Eros was caught by the wizard, who then bound him and said,
"Your thieving skills could do me some good. I can have you steal from other wizards. I'll call on you when I need you."
So Eros didn't take kindly to being bound to a wizard and kept getting pulled back. And so he basically talked to Galena and Baldur, which is Jessica and Aaron, said, hey, we can go to the Broken Land and see if we can find our way. He forged some documents to basically create 3 new identities, got on a ship. Their identity was figured out. Like the people on the ship found out that the parchments were forged, and they were forced to basically jump off the boat and swim to shore. That's what you know. You know that they basically went there to see if they can find a way to break the signal, and that they might call on other students to help them. So for the rest of you who are there, you guys have entered the manor and you've seen the ghost, and you're like, oh, like, we should call on
Wicked Straza.
You guys figure we need to call on Wicked Straza because, you know, she's bound to magic. We could use her magic here. So you guys form a circle. A light glows around you. Wicked Straza, the emblem on your neck begins to glow, and you're like, what the hell is going on? I'm in the wizard's tower. Like, he can't be pulling me here. And you're suddenly fold, and you're sitting inside this rundown plantation. You're inside the foyer of a large plantation, basically. Like, imagine like those plantations in New Orleans, and that's what it's like. Behind you, the door is still open. There is a ghost sitting there with her throat slit from ear to ear, and she's just repeating the words, "Find my killer, find my killer." And
I think my neck is also bleeding, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Look, it's just an illusion.
But I think only Eros saw it. Eros was the only one affected by it.
I'm wondering how I got there.
You know, because you guys have pulled each other from time to time using this magic.
Oh, okay.
You're not familiar with where you are. You know that those 3 had left to try to sneak into the Broken Lands, but you're not sure why you're now standing in a large plantation. And the halfling looks scared out of his wits. The other 2 warlocks seem fine.
Like, hey, we found this place with free air conditioning. Check this out.
What?
Yeah, look at this. If you put your hand in the ghost, it's even colder. Pick it out. And I put my hand in the ghost.
Yes, and indeed, as he puts his hand in, you can see like little ice crystals.
So then I put my hand on your arm.
We dragonkin are, defenders of honor and innocence. I think we need to find the killer.
The other three may have more information. It's up to them to share with you now that you're there.
Also, just for future reference, there's nothing else around here. Yeah, the local towns, there's 2 of them on opposite directions. They use this as their mutual zombie storage location. So that way they're far away from the actual town.
Yeah, there were some zombies outside, but we found out that apparently the salted meat just wasn't strong enough to keep them down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure salt did it, but I don't think my meat is salted enough.
Yeah, probably got a little damp when we had to jump overboard.
That does it. Yeah, we ended up handling the zombies, so it was okay. My salted meat was not highly effective. I think it actually just made him a little angrier. Then, not Cora had some lackluster healing to Sam.
Yeah, she's still trying to feel that one out. She's like, what happened here?
You guys blamed the tall trees that were looming over the graveyard. It's blocking the gentle touch of your magic.
That's right.
All I know is the sooner we solve this, the sooner we can get out of this place, because I don't like it in here. It's creepy, your neck's bleeding, her head is barely hanging on. I'm not feeling really comfortable right now.
Yeah, I also moved my minor illusion neck bleed to the other warlock. I say, dude, it's just an illusion.
There is one more fact that the party has not mentioned, may have forgotten. There was someone else inside this manor.
Oh yeah, we met some friendly goblins on the way here.
Yes.
We did
Two
knock
of them
out
are
a couple of.
unconscious, though.
Yeah, we knocked out a couple of their friends. They're unconscious under our boat.
And our
That'll be
mouse
fine.
trap.
We made a mouse trap out of the boat and knocked them unconscious while trapping them. I have a friend named Jock, and they say he went in here and hasn't come out. So we're also looking for Jock.
Baldur, please give me a charisma savings throw, DC 13.
Not very nice.
14, nice. You see as this ghostly spirit tries to move into Baldur's body, but her hands extend past him and she can't quite fit herself inside of Baldur. And she just keeps going, find my killer.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm working on it. Okay, which way? Wait.
Guys, I think we need to find the killer.
So she explains, I came inside, felt cold steel.
Okay.
Did you see anyone?
Cold steel.
Okay, so someone stabbed you.
Or slit her throat.
But she came inside before it happened.
Yes. And that's why she's bound at the door and she can't move out. She can only move inside the foyer. She's bound to this room.
All right, did you see where they went after they killed you?
She says, no. Fell to the floor and bled.
Any idea how long ago it's been?
Time does not matter to me.
I hope it wasn't
bones
Jock.
or any dead bodies near here?
Perfect. There we go. Roll me a investigation check, actually. Let's do investigation.
That's a good question. Her body may still be here.
So Eros is too unnerved by the ghost who tries to basically possess Baldur. He sees it trying to move inside of his body, and he's looking for a body, and he is just trembling violently. And he's like, guys. And you can tell Eros, he's literally just looking at his hands. I don't know what I'm looking for. Zoink! So if anyone else would like to try to do an investigation, since he did suggest it, you are free to try to do.
Let me give it a try.
Wicked Straza, who has just been summoned here, so she's a little confused, still dazed from the summoning. She's not able to see much of anything either. And Baldur, who was almost possessed, also can't seem to shake it.
I look down where I would expect a body to be. Nope. If she died here, there'd be a body. I don't see it. I don't believe you.
I think I might know something, y'all.
So finally, the other warlock is like, these three are useless. So she investigates, starts moving the rug around, and as she pulls the rug back that's right in front of the door, that basically goes from outside the door right into the inside, there's a huge blood stain there. And go ahead and roll me another investigation, any one of you.
Does anyone prestidigitation We gotta clean this place up.
Another investigation check, someone? Is that what you said?
Yeah, anyone. All of you can. Doesn't matter. Because you all now see this big bloodstain on the floor.
I don't know what that is because I can't see it over my
You
roll
got
my
18, 15. So apparently now that the bloodstain has been pointed out, everyone's doing it a little bit better. Except for Eros, who's still freaked out by the ghost. And Baldor, who was almost possessed. He's a little
I'm just
down.
too focused on needing to clean it. I go, oh, that's an awful blood stain. We need to clean this up.
So-
Hopefully it's not Jacques.
Galena and Wicked you're both able to get close to the blood and kind of look at it and see that it's been seeping into the wood for a while. It doesn't look like it's fresh. It looks like it's been here for a long time, that it's basically stained the wood board. This bloodstain is probably at least 5 to 10 years. I mean, at least. It may be longer than that because it's seeped
I'm
into the
gonna
wood.
find
Like
her
you can
killer.
Did the goblin say when Jock went in?
You guys had hit the shore at night, and you guys had asked about Jacques, and they said, yeah. He went in at the day. So it's been a whole day and night since Jacques has been somewhere in here.
Okay, all right.
The good
By
news
now,
is,
get 6
Jacques
tubs-
didn't kill her.
Yeah, for sure this does not look like Jacques killed her.
Okay.
We know
And
You
it
know,
that
does
he
not
didn't
look
kill
like
her.
Jacques' blood either.
He's too short anyway. Unless Jock has a stool.
He might. We don't know yet.
But
Well-
Jacques has only been here for a day and a half, and this blood is at least 5 to 10 years old, if not longer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very good point. All right, so we can cross Jock off the list.
Suspects.
murder.
Suspects.
Could have been the zombie. What if her killer's dead? What if her killer
What
died,
if-
got buried, got up, attacked us, and died again? We could have already killed the killer.
I was gonna say we already killed the killer potentially.
Let's try bringing that zombie in and see if that makes her happy. I think I want to bring the zombie in and ask her if that's the killer.
All right, so as you go to move for the door, she moves back in front of the door and goes, he's here.
Okay,
Okay.
we can mark the
Here
zombie off
and-
the list. Well, again, I'm a piece of paper.
Here,
Thank you for
Has-
helping us.
so has he ever left? Or has
She
he
said,
been there the whole time?
she says, he's never left.
Oh, then he's dead, dude. I mean, what did he eat?
Everyone roll me a perception check since you just asked. This perfect timing.
He eats all the meat we're throwing at the zombies.
Right?
Eros cannot see anything. Wicked Straza, you're good. Baldor just missed.
I can't see anything either.
All right, so Wicked Straza, it's up to you. As you're looking at the blood and everyone's kind of trying to figure out what's going on with the ghost, behind you, you hear these footsteps like, doop, 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 and then you hear this voice go,
Oh my! Well, look at this. We have uninvited guests.
and you turn and see a human dressed as a butler. He's like,
What can I do for you? What are you doing?
I'll tell them, we fixed your door. Not going to creak anymore. Turn
well.
smooth as the whistle.
That's good. The gardener, he's not been doing a really good job of maintaining everything around the house. Never liked that man. Just seems to be here for the money.
I'm gonna try to hide behind someone.
And who might you be?
he explains that he is,
Also, did the ghost tell us her name?
the ghost said he's here.
But she didn't tell us her own name.
No, he did not, or she did not.
Okay.
She's still standing there?
When the butler arrives, you notice the ghost goes and disappears.
Can we see through him?
He looks totally solid, like he looks like a normal human person. He's a little startled that there's people in the plantation,
Yeah.
especially since the door didn't creak or anything. So he's a little surprised that anyone got in the house without him noticing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll
So-
also ask him
Our
out.
little green friend.
Little green friend, very brave.
His name is Jacques.
You say, little green friend? Oh, no, I do believe I saw a halfling. I think he was wearing a little green drapery thing on his back. I don't know where he's gone to, though.
Eros, who would you like to hide behind?
Oh, the
What
biggest
kind of
character.
accommodations are these where you don't know where your guests have gone?
Yeah, I was not expecting guests. I did hear something creak earlier, but by the time I came upstairs, I didn't see anyone.
Upstairs? We were upstairs?
You're in the manor, so there's stairs that go down, and then there's broken stairs that lead up. Also, like the staircase up looks like it's in horrid shape.
What happened to that staircase?
He looks and he goes,
Oh, yeah, yep. Short kill. Well, the gardener, as I said, he does not really do much.
He does more than gardening.
Yes. He's been a very busy man. He claims he can do so much, but it's mostly just short kill, and the maid and myself who run this plantation.
Who's
For-
the maid?
Oh, Helena. If you've not seen her, oh, she is quite an eyeful if you catch my drift.
And he kind of looks to Baldor as he realizes, oh, there's two women here.
And one of them's feeling a little peckish.
All right. So, and also, I don't think we've gotten your name yet.
My name is Denon. Dennin.
So it's just the three of you here then.
No, there's also Lord Starfall. He owns this place.
Lord Starfall?
Yes, Lord Starfall.
All right, excellent. So I take it Star-Lord is in charge of accepting the bodies from the nearby town, right?
That's exactly what
I'm Groot. I'm Groot.
Yeah.
Bodies from the nearby cities.
Yeah, you have a lot of graves out front, and there's no other town around, so I assumed that the local cities gave you their dead so that the zombies would not come up near the town.
Are you not familiar with Eagle Rock?
I don't know what Eagle Rocks are now.
Well, Eagle Rock is where you are. Lord Starfall's family has owned for many generations.
So this plantation, this home, is called Eagle Rock.
Well, this whole area around here is called Eagle Rock. The beach, this hill up here, and there's a large mountain for which it has its name, where large birds do take their home. They're called rocks.
And how far away are we from the Ivory Coast?
He looks at you and goes,
The Ivory Coast? The Ivory Coast is, well, you'll have to get a boat to get there. That's weeks away.
Excellent. Thank you.
And we're in the Hotel California, in Eagle Rock.
oh, that's true. And he says,
Would you like to stay for dinner? I'm sure I can muster some food for you.
I have very peculiar tastes, so thank you for your hospitality, but I'll watch.
Oh yeah, I'm starving. You can watch me. That's fine.
and Denon says,
Whoa, rest assured, my tall and beautiful muscular woman of a thing. Lord Starfall has plenty of riches and all kinds of food that you can imagine. Being the rich man he is, he eats all kinds of animals, if you catch my drift. So if your preference is horse meat, which, your kind looks like they might eat.
It's a bit stereotyping.
Right? I swear, I feel...
Maybe she only eats lambs. We don't know.
Right? Lamb chops?
Yeah, what is Wiccan Strauss's diet? Like,
Hey,
you could
maybe
be
I'm a
vegan. I don't know.
vegetarian dragon.
he says, oh,
Rest assured, Shorekill is horrible at maintaining the inside of the house, but the garden he maintains out back, all kinds of plants, all kinds.
Do you know anything about zombies in your front yard?
he looks at you and goes,
Zombies? That's ridiculous. None of the dead here rise.
Might
Well-
need to differ with you on that one.
Mate, it's the first time for anything. I forgot the zombie that punched me or something, right?
oh yeah, it did. It
In
created you.
one hit, I got almost knocked out. So I probably have a bruise from that somewhere.
Yeah, I would say you would.
I show him so one of Star-Lord's ancestors did this to me.
He takes a good look at the bruise. He goes,
Oh, well then, I have a question for you. If you're looking to be at the Ivory Coast, how did you come to be here?
It all boils down to we got lost, really.
If you're not familiar with Eagle Rock, you certainly didn't walk here. We're surrounded by ocean.
Well, yeah, our boat got lost.
he kind of looks and goes,
There's no chance that bruise came from, your boat being lost.
Just so you know, in case you run into it, they are salt-resistant zombies. I get out my salted meat, and I kind of slap my other hand with the salted meat, and I go, this did nothing.
he looks and he goes,
Well, yeah, salted meat would not work because we don't have zombies.
Is the zombie body it's still laying there, right?
Can we see it from the front door?
I was gonna say, can we open up the door and just be like, what is
Doors-
that thing
the
then?
door's open. And you remember, it was like 60 feet, and you guys had just walked in when the zombie attacked, so it's like 40 feet back.
Can we see it from the door then, or is it hidden by headstones?
Oh, it's hidden by headstones and shrubbery, because you remember I said, the front just looked
that's right.
a overrun graveyard.
Yeah.
Headstones were
It
broken,
is
shrubbery.
shrubbery.
All right, I will try to create a minor illusion that looks just like the zombie, if possible. Would that be like a performance roll or something to see if I can shape something correctly?
Yeah, I like that. You got a nat 20. Your illusion is essentially showing this zombie throwing its fist down, boom, and hitting, air instead of you. but you portray this wonderful image, and Denon is like,
Oh, my! Is that what you saw in our yard?
So yeah, this was what I experienced. Like, it's literally an action shot. Like, its fist is right next to me. Yeah, so I was right here, he was there, and he was doing that.
Except for real.
he looks and goes,
Oh, well, Shorekill did mention he doesn't like tending to the graveyard, which is why it's in the state it is in. He says he feels uneasy out there.
Do you recognize this one? Is it like Uncle Timmy or someone?
he looks and he goes,
Looks a little too decayed. I've served Lord Starfall for over 60 years, and certainly no one I recognize.
Just want to make sure we didn't, desecrate one of your favorites.
so he says,
Yeah, well, if you'd like to eat, please follow me.
Sure.
all right, so he leads you into basically this huge dining room, which is pretty much exactly like the rest of the state of the manor. There are paintings that are ripped. A lot of them look like they've been cut by like a knife or a dagger. The table is literally covered in dust. Like you can see,
Beauty and the Beast scene.
yeah, you can see that no one has touched this desk in a long time.
My appetite's not really very strong right now.
Yeah, so you're the butler, right?
Yes, my name is Denon.
So just curious, how often do you dust in here?
He goes,
Well, it's been so long since we've had guests. Coming in here and looking around, it does make me sad.
So, what are all these portraits, I'm assuming? What happened?
Yes, that's not for me to really speak about. I'll be back and I'll have food and drink for you, I promise.
and he quickly scuttles away. You guys are now standing in this dining room that has this table that stretches like 40 feet, like way too long.
This guy's really eager for us to eat for some reason, and he doesn't appear to be Italian, so...
I think they're just a bit down on their luck. Maybe things haven't been going as well as they used to. They don't get as many guests. Things are a bit worn down.
Maybe he's
It's
gonna
exciting
feed
to
us
talk to people
poison
again.
zombie brains or something. I don't know. No.
And remember, try to play your character versus you. So if your character has weird traits, try to play that up during this game. I want this game to be kind of fun. So you may realize that something is wrong, but would your character realize something is wrong?
Good point.
I like him. I have wisdom of 8.
Yeah.
We made great friends with those goblins. This guy's even nicer.
I wanted to do like an insight check on what he said he'd been serving the family for like 60 years. I'm like, how the hell old are you, man? If you've been serving a family for 60 years.
I'll let you retcon that insight. Go ahead and roll me an insight check.
All right.
How old does he look?
He looks like he's about 60, which is really weird.
Child labor.
Nope. I don't know too much about that, I don't think.
I mean, you get a general impression that he seems to be telling the truth. He didn't seem fidgety. You can't tell to the extent of how much of the truth he's telling, but he seemed to be in his claim to have been serving this long.
Yeah, I just assume he started young. He was probably born into this role, and just child labor is a thing here, probably.
What would you guys like to do as the butler is preparing food?
Yeah, so, I mean, we could stick around here and check this out, or we could try and figure out how the boat and actually get where we're going.
I try opening a window. Are there windows in this room?
There are. A lot of the windows are caked in dust and stuff like that. Like they don't, similar to the table, they don't look like they've been opened in a very long time.
Are you gonna write your name in the dust?
I can.
Baldor was here.
You're right.
Maybe after. First, I'm going to try opening the window and see if that works.
Baldor loves zombies.
So go ahead and just roll me a strength check to open up a window,
Oh, I
because
hope
they've
this
been
is fun.
unopened for a long time. 17, that's enough. You're like,
Yep, smooth as a fiddle. Actually, this one might
Eris,
need greasing as
perhaps we
well.
could have used your oil.
This one may need oiling. Alright, I stick my head out. I mostly just wanted to make sure that we're able to get out a window if necessary.
Galena is gonna look around and be like, "Hey, ghost lady, was that him?" And see if anything answers her.
I like that. Give me Arcana, because she's undead. Let's see if you reach her. And I'll just say, like, I don't know, DC 12.
We'll see. Yeah, I think I get it.
All right, so you are like, Ghost Lady, where are you? And suddenly she appears. And she is basically right, it's still in the foyer. Like, she looks like she's trying to get to you, but she can't move out of the foyer. And behind her, you hear this Sounds like something ran into something.
Okay, so she can't get to us, but we can get to her.
Correct. Yeah, she seems to be stuck. Like I said, she seems to be bound to the foyer where she was murdered.
Galena's gonna start moving towards the foyer and be like, anyone else want to come along for this conversation?
Yeah, sure. Just a moment. Actually, I write in the window, beware of zombies. On the outside of it, if possible.
So
Yeah.
who is approaching the ghost?
I'll go with you. Frozen Lady, should we trust this guy? Because he seems a little shady to me.
She
like
just says, he serves Lord Starfall.
And Lord Starfall is good guy, bad guy.
He once loved me.
Once. Did he kill you?
She just says, I never saw my killer.
Was he your husband?
No.
A lover?
Yes.
Was he married at the time?
No.
Why? You said he once loved you. What happened?
She died. Sorry.
He found another.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
What was her name?
Oh, you would ask me that. Let's see.
Lady
I'm trying to
Starfall.
be the quintessential D&D player and be like, I need all the names.
Lena Olorana.
Are you just bound to this foyer? You can't go anywhere else?
I am bound to where I was murdered.
Can you tell us what happened to the staircase?
She looks and she just says, it's been so long. I've been bound here. I don't know how long, but I've watched the staircase be ruined over time.
What do you know about this gardener? Anything?
Shorekill is interesting. Loves money. And I believe he's good at gardening, but nothing else.
But he would have access to cold steel with gardening equipment.
He would.
That is true. Maybe a rival lover had her off?
Also, where were you facing when someone came behind you and slit your throat?
She explains, I came in, the door shut. Whoever killed me was behind the door.
Oh, so they're waiting for you inside.
Were you called in, or did you come in because you were just coming in?
I was invited.
Who invited you?
Lord Starfall.
Alright, I know who the killer is. Let's go kill Lord.
And what is your name?
She says her name is, I actually have that one ready. There it is. Alana Shriekblade.
So, what did he say when he called you in?
He sent me an invite to come. He wanted to talk to me to make things right.
And then when you came in, did you see him?
No. I've always been able to come in freely. And I opened the door and came in, felt the steel, and then fell.
Yeah.
Alright, we found the killer. It's Star-Lord.
What about the new girlfriend, though, too? Could she have been in cahoots? Is the new girlfriend still around?
I have not seen her for a long time. I've not felt her presence.
You know, maybe this guy is like one of those slasher people, and he just kills all his girlfriends. We'll see if maybe her ghost is in another part of the manor.
You hear this, and you see she turns and goes, and disappears again. And just then the butler comes stumbling up the stairs. He goes,
Oh, sorry about that. I thought I heard a noise. It startled me. I have food and drink. Why are you all standing in the foyer again?
We heard a noise, too.
I'm like, oh.
You know,
Now, did you see what it was?
Looked like a ghost to me.
Weird things keep happening around this house.
What weird things?
On my way back here, there was a lamp that had just fallen off the table.
Just all by itself, huh?
All by itself. It was on the table before. Past it, I always clean it as I pass by. You know.
Like you clean in here?
No one goes in there anymore. No one save you. But this hall, the kitchen, that's my space. And the lamp, it was just on the floor.
Where's Lord Starfall's space?
Oh, Lord Starfall, he's upstairs.
How exactly did Lord Starfall get up those stairs?
With great caution.
Could you request his presence?
I've come from far, far away. I think he would be very interested to speak with me.
Just roll persuasion. Beldor, you give a good enough, hey, you know what, I'd really like to meet him, da-da-da-da. We kind of sailed here, whatever, came ashore. It'd be great to see him. Denon says,
Oh, yeah, well, yes. Well, you did definitely come out of your way, especially if you were trying to get to the Ivory Coast, which is weeks away. I'm sure it won't be of a bother. If you would go back into the dining room so we can set the food and drinks out, I'll go get Lord Stolfo and see if he'll come down.
Alright, guys, I'm not eating a thing this dude puts on the table.
As you guys go back into the dining room, everyone roll me a perception.
Oh,
Ooh. Wicked Strahd is too focused on the butler's unusual behavior to notice anything else.
Oh my goodness.
There! I might have rolled something decent.
As the three of you sit down and look around, you realize there's three of you here.
guys,
Yeah. Our halfling left.
what happened to the little guy?
Eros seems to be missing.
Let's summon him back. How do we use that summoning spell?
Think about his tattoo on his neck. Come back here now, please.
Are you guys gonna do the summoning?
Yes.
Yeah, I assume he's a pansy, and I think he ran away.
So you guys form a circle, and Eros, suddenly you're pulled back. You're now standing in the dining room.
If we have to be in the spooky house, so do you.
Where you been?
Thank you that I am back. Sorry about that. I was trying to make my way around this place, and I accidentally broke something. Don't mind me.
What did you find out?
You know, there's hanging meat. I'm going to go back into the shadows now.
So as he steps back into the shadows, the butler appears, and he's like,
Well, it was very rude of me. Let me introduce to you Shorekill.
and he points to another human holding a pitchfork, looks very disgruntled and pissed. And he goes,
And Helena.
and you see this beautiful younger woman. She looks like she's in her 20s. They say, welcome to the manor. Hope you enjoy your stay. And all three of them suddenly begin to change. As you see, were-rats.
No, the other form was better. I wanted to give yourself a wisdom check to see if I'm still attracted to her in her were-rat form.
Yeah,
I rolled a 6. I'm going to
6.
stick with yes.
she's still hot. She
Totally
looks
hot.
saved.
Apparently my
Alrighty
character's a
then.
furry.
I think it's time to eat some rats.
Not good, guys.
And then, Eros, did you roll it? You did.
Yes, I did.
16. Oh, you got just above them, so you're actually going to go first. All right. And since you did stealth right before they came in and rolled a pretty damn good stealth, I am going to let you have, whatchamacallit, sneak attack.
Sneak attack!
Yeah. Guess I'm going to go for... Which one's the closest one?
Technically, the butler's in the front, so it's kind of like an arrow formation, butler, and then the gardener and maid to each of his shoulder.
Hopefully I can stab someone.
So you're running up to them to stab, right? I didn't know if you had a bow also, because a bow
Oh.
you can sneak attack with too.
Well, too late now.
Yep, dagger it is. Yeah, that's for sure going to hit. And you're going for the one in the front, which butler.
Sure.
So the butler goes next, and since you're right in front of him, he's going to try to multi-attack. First, he'll try to stab. Ah! Oh, damn. AC 18.
Yep.
Alright, 6 damage. And then he's going to try to bite. Oh, and critical fails. Ow, broke my damn
thank you.
tooth. So he'll take 3 damage.
Save me! I made a mistake.
Wicked Straza, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and breathe on these rats and get them half cooked.
Nice. They are standing right next to each other.
So it's lightning damage, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
So they have to make a save. DC 11. Dexterity save. Oh, are they dexterous? They are fairly dexterous. So this will be Butler first. As he tries to leap out of the way.
And I think the lightning weapons are usually in a line, also.
Yeah, they're shoulder to shoulder because they're standing in a doorway. I don't mind.
So he passed.
Yeah, so this will be the gardener. He failed. And this will be... Whoops. This will be the maid, who may upset Baldor if you hit her. And you did. So,
Hey. That's unnecessary.
That feels pretty good.
and now the gardener goes. The gardener sees he's going to go for Wicked Stanza because you hit all 3 of them. Try to hit you with a sword. And he crit fails. All right, so
Nice.
that's
Ooh, cuts all
Fingers
the
himself.
it's going well for their team. So 1-2 is the butler, 3-4 is Gardner, 5-6 is the maid. 2. He hits himself. He stabs himself. Awesome. So he'll take half damage, and then he is gonna lunge and try to bite you next, and hopefully he does not critical fail. I think they both crit failed. Oh yeah, AC 23. Now roll me a Constitution saving throw, a DC 11, and hope you get it. Ooh, you don't make it. So as the Gardener's teeth, rotten as they are, sink into your dragon skin, you feel something coursing through your veins that doesn't feel right. Baldor, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Does our rogue look pretty bad?
Rogue, are you bloody?
I am bloody.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go after the one that's going after our rogue. I'm gonna say I probably don't know anything about where we're at, so I would try to stab him with my spear, I think.
That's okay. They're modified from what I have.
I'm sorry, Eros.
Go ahead and roll the damage, and he'll take half of that. So you'll take 2 points of damage, Eros. Are you still standing?
Yes.
That's great. I'm able to make a second attack with my bonus action.
Eros is like, don't do it!
So I'm going to try to use the butt end of my spear to hit the rat as well, due to Polar Mastery.
That is going to hit. The butler now looks a little bloody. He's like, ah! He's pissed. The maid is going to go and sees that Galena. She is going for you as she lunges first to try to swing. She is using a kitchen knife, but I'm just going to use it as a short sword. AC 8 is probably going to miss you, though.
Helena, no!
He does.
I do also yell at him like, Helena, you don't have to do this.
Alright, she's going to try to bite. AC 15.
Oh, that one hits.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw. DC 11. Ooh. She bites deep, and you are injected.
Man, y'all better not turn into rats when I turn around.
Galena, it is your turn now.
Alright, so I'm going to use Booming Blade.
AC 10 is going to miss.
Oh, come on!
Alright, Eros, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay,
Correct.
so then can I do an action and then a bonus potion?
Yeah, you have a healing potion?
I do. You
Yeah,
gave
you
us
gave us
all
a healing potion.
Oh, damn me. Yeah.
Woo! Feeling good. Alright.
So it goes to the butler, who now has only Baldor in front of him. So first he's going to swing with his short sword. Yeah, AC 14.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's max damage of 8.
No, I forgot. I have 16 armor. I forgot. I remember it was really bad last session because I didn't equip my shield.
And then he's going to lunge forward for the bite. Oh, he'll miss. AC 10. Wicked Straza, it is your turn.
I think I'm going to infest the little buggers.
Do it, please.
So he has to make a DC Constitution. You're going for the Gardener, I assume, the one that's on you?
Yes.
He makes his con save of 17. Alright, so the Gardener, he sees that you try to cast something weird on him. He's like, ah! He'll lunge with his sword, AC 10, and then he's going to try to bite again. Crit, total of 6 damage. Are you still standing?
Yeah, I'm dead.
You're not dead,
Oh.
you're on the ground. Remember, you
So-
go to negative 10 until level 3. Baldor, it is your turn.
All right, I will stab the same target, which is going to miss. Okay, so I do 2 damage to myself.
Correct.
Oops.
Yeah.
And then with my main spear attack,
Oh, that hits.
a bit better.
One-handed. Butler's not looking so good. That was Baldor. The maid goes. So the maid is going to take a swing at Galena. Oh, and I think that's going to hit AC 15.
Yes.
Max damage of 8.
Jesus.
These are very, very strong opponents for level 1 characters.
I'm down.
But they're toned down from what their other stuff is.
That's funny.
Yeah, the fact that we can hurt them at all is
Yes.
helpful.
Yeah, that's more Sis knows. All right, so you'll bleed one more because it is your turn now. Eros, what would you like to do? 2 of your companions have just gone down.
Do I know that they have potions?
Yeah, I mean, you guys were slaves to the wizard and basically
Okay.
stole a potion from his laboratory.
So am I able to go up there, take the potion, and pop it in their mouth so that way they can drink it?
When you're applying it to someone else, it's an action.
Okay.
Because you're actually taking the time to make sure that they don't choke on their own potion.
I'm going to choose who I'm going to go for. 1 and 2. would
I like
be
that you
Cora,
can't make the moral choice
and then
yourself.
3 and 4 be Sabrina, Dragonborn. You are it.
So, Safrina, on your character, go ahead and roll your potion. So, yeah, you get 9 health back. And Eros, on your turn, as you're applying a potion, you feel this cold sensation near you. As you see the spirit stand back into the foyer, she reaches her hand through the butler, and she misses. So she tried to help, not so much. So she is now in the initiative to help you out. That was always the plan. I didn't expect 2 people to go down. I was waiting for 1 person to go down, and then I was going to bring the ghost in. All right.
It would have been me.
It is now the butler's turn. 1-2. He still goes for you, Morsius. 3-4. He will go for the ghost behind him. He's going for the damn ghost who just tried to touch his heart and rip it out. So he's going to first take the short sword swing. And he hits her. And he cannot bite her because she has no physical form to bite. So he will just stick with that. Wicked Straza, you're back on your feet, so you can take an action.
I'm gonna throw out burning hands on these dudes.
And who do you want to fry? The butler and the gardener, or the gardener and the maid?
Butler and the gardener.
So the butler makes it. And the gardener makes it. They still take half. And that will take down the butler because he had 6 left. The maid's still looking pretty good, though. She's all
Of
right.
course she is. She's the
Okay. She does look good.
She's hot.
All right. So,
The maid.
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna.
You
I'd
also
like
have someone that's
to-
bleeding on the ground.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
Yep.
I'd like to say, what do I look like? A cleric? I want to do an intimidation check on Helena and say,
I like it.
Helena, it doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to end up like them.
All right, give me intimidation. You
This time my 1
did-
is a 6.
Yeah, you did horribly, and she doesn't believe you.
Now, is that an action, or how much of my turn does that take up?
I would say bonus. That's fine. I would just say that's a
Okay.
bonus action because you just basically said it doesn't have to be this way.
For my action, I'd like to grapple. All right,
You
so
now
I grab
have
her.
grappled. Yes, Galena, you go down 1 more health.
Yep.
Eros, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use the potion that she has
Okay.
and make her drink
So,
it.
Galena, go ahead and roll your potion. So you get 7 back, but that also includes whatever the negative. So if you're at negative
Yeah,
2, for example, you get 5.
Yeah, I wish I was only negative 2. I'm gonna get 2 hit points back.
Helena is now restrained in the arms of Baldur, who's trying to talk to her and keep her calm.
Kindest thing you can do for her is let her go.
Galena and Wicked Straza, roll me a nature check. Galena, you get it. I was just looking for a DC 10, 50-50 chance. You have heard those who get bit and sometimes get infected with lycanthropy.
Oh, nice.
And
Excellent.
when you got bit, you felt something really, really weird coursing through your veins. So as you're talking about you have to let her die because she's a were-rat, you realize, oh, wait a minute. I think something might have happened to me. So combat is over. She is struggling, but she knows, A, everyone's back on their feet. Even if she breaks free, she's not getting away from this. So she just kind of stops struggling.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, you know, actually, I was going to ask you to turn back, but you can stay like this. This is actually pretty good. We should probably tie her up.
I've got a crowbar too. I can just help knock her out.
Yeah, I figured we'd just tie her up, and then that way, you know, I don't have to hold on to her.
And you could easily tie her to the dining room table. Like I said, it's 40 feet long.
That's a good point. There is no cure for lycanthropy, is there?
There is.
So I'll say to her, "Oh, you've been a were-rat for a while?"
In her were-rat form, all she does is she just growls and hisses.
Okay, fine. Turn back into whatever form you need to talk.
Roll me persuasion. Yeah, she's not really buying it. She just literally saw you kill her 2 co-workers.
It's fair.
I did air quotes with co-workers, and is not really buying the fact that you're trying to be nice.
Dragonborn can intimidate her into flipping back.
Intimidation. She seems more susceptible to what you're saying with your threats, but she still just kind of makes a lunge at you, even though she can't move very much.
Here's a question. Since my patron's a unicorn, can I tap into his power and have my eyes flash purple? Try and intimidate her?
So she shifts back to her human form. Yes. So as she shifts back to her human form, the ropes, Eros and Galena notice do seem to loosen
Uh-oh.
because her body is not as big.
Hey guys, let's tighten it back down.
Someone just roll me just a dex. Eros ties his wrist into the knot and is like, I tightened it!
Is Lord Starfall, or whatever, I'm assuming he's where we're at. Is he upstairs? Are there any more people we should be aware of?
Roll me intimidation at advantage because your eyes are purple.
Well, they're both natural 20s.
Oh,
Wow.
nice. So she pretty much just fesses up to everything. She came into service. Her boat washed ashore. She crawled up to the plantation. Was invited in by the butler. Butler gave her some food. She passed out. Woke up with a bite on her arm. She turned into a rare rat. She knows that Lord Starfall is upstairs, but she has never seen him. But she hears him all the time. Like she hears him storming back and forth through the floor and cursing and yelling as if he's talking to someone, but she's not aware of anyone else being here. As far as she knew, it was herself, the butler, and the gardener, who were all cursed as were-rats. She doesn't know if he is, doesn't know what his story is. She just knows that he is upstairs.
Final question that I can think of, unless anyone else in the party does. Cure for being a were-rat.
There is none that I'm aware of. Otherwise, I would have found a cure. I've been a were-rat for over 120 years. I ceased aging when I became a were-rat.
Nice. This sounds like all bonuses.
Oh my goodness.
So, any downsides we should know about?
She explains, when the moon is full, you feel this compulsion to feed on human flesh.
Well, of course you do.
Joy.
Have you seen did you see a goblin here?
She says, earlier in the morning there was a creaking sound. The three of us rushed up here, but we didn't find anything. But the door was ajar, so we closed it again.
Yeah, Jock may still be here somewhere.
When's the next full moon?
Since you asked, roll me a d20 and a d10 in 12 days.
Oh, great. Gotta find a cure in 12 days, guys.
Gonna write that down, 12 days.
Have you seen this? And I pull out the dagger.
She looks at the dagger and says, I've seen that.
Tell me about it.
She's like, it's a dagger. And it's got writing on it. That was Shorekill's dagger.
Okay, anything special about it?
He says that he found it on the beach from someone who had shipwrecked on the island. He killed them as a were-rat and took it. He's been very attached to it since then. And she looks at the dead body. Obviously not an issue anymore.
Careful with that dagger.
Yeah, so...
I'll take a look at it.
Give me an Arcana. DC 14.
I'm rolling like crap.
I mean, we
I
have
will-
2 other caster types, so...
Yeah, I know.
I'll take a look, see what I can glean. Oh, yeah, now I'm on it.
Nice. So with that natural 20, I'm going to reveal everything about the blade. The blade
Woo!
is a +1 dagger that is silver.
This
Silver.
sounds promising to kill were-rats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to touch that thing.
I'm just curious to see what would happen. Can I use that just to touch, just like, not poke?
Oh, you want to stab her, the maid?
Well, I just want to, not really stab, but just kind of put,
Yeah.
like, the flat end on the leg or something.
Flat side of the blade on her.
Yeah.
Alright, you lay the blade on her and she just pulls her leg back. Like, what are you doing?
Oh.
Hey man, that's really inappropriate. Like, I don't care if she's the enemy.
Let
He's
me
like
put my
running the
weapon back.
blade up her leg. How you doing?
Let me put my
Good.
weapon back. I'm sorry.
Sorry about my
Oh.
creepy halfling friend.
Can I poke her?
Yeah, she is going to try to struggle against you,
Well,
but I'm going to
well-
make her AC be pretty much 10 because she is
Okay.
restrained.
Well,
Just roll
what does
it.
the group think? Is it okay for me to poke her?
It's just like a blood sugar check.
So you basically grab her leg and go like a small paper cut, and she goes, ah! And like the cut goes, like
I think
almost
it
looks like
works.
acidic on her skin. She looks at Baldur and goes, "You promised me."
I didn't stab you.
I could use a little rest because I'm still bloody.
This is
I almost wonder if we should camp in the foyer just so we have a ghost guardian.
That's true.
Yeah.
We could do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask her, if we were able to find a cure, would you want it?
She says yes, please.
Are honestly trying to help us and succeed, then yeah, we'll share the cure if we can find one. I think we should at least do, a rest of some sort. I mean, I can roll hit dice then, right? On my short rest?
Yes. And since you are all short resting, in the foyer, everyone roll me a perception check. Galena, while you're sitting there, kind of sitting against the wall, trying to find a good spot, you find a note that has kind of fallen under one of the dressers.
Okay.
And I'll just paste it here.
Gary
Who's
Ghost
Dave
Lady.
Promise?
Have you seen this?
She looks at the note. It's all wrinkled. It's got teardrops on it, whatever. She looks at it and goes, "No, I've never seen this, but that is Lord Starfall's writing."
So you've been to his chamber. What's expected in the room?
Upstairs in the plantation, there are many, many rooms. His room is at the far end. It is a large room, decorated. Last time I saw it with beautiful dressers and beds and everything. He was very rich, very well known. Before he let the manor fall, he once commanded the Rocks of Eagle. Everyone roll me a nature check. And if you get, I'll just say DC 12, I will share what a rock is. Dear Lord.
I know what a rock is, but my character does not.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I know what a rock is. But so I'm gonna ask her. Could you describe a rock for us?
I'm gonna see if Wicked makes the roll. So none of you know what a... So she'll go ahead and describe what a rock is. She explains it as a gargantuan bird that were said to be big enough and strong enough to even fight the likes of dragons. And they've used the rocks as a means of transportation and trade. Like the rocks would just pick up a wagon and fly it to the closest island, drop it off, take whatever it needed, and fly back. All right, it's 9 o'clock. Do we want to stop here?
I want to keep going. Damn it!
Same. I gotta stab someone in the ear.